I should have prepared more, should have memorized better. And that will be evident as the clip is unfolding.
Great. Hey, we're doing, for the YouTube after, we're doing stand-up analysis. If you like this content, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to be analyzing stand-up footage, seeing what we like, what we didn't like, and the decisions we made along the way. Without further ado, let's dig into the video. You can hear, right? From your, okay.
Yeah! Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Gregory Lotsvin.
Okay, great. Right up top, I always like to stop in. How do you feel about your opening moment?
I feel pretty good about it because I knew that I was going to be bringing notes, so I wanted to make sure I acknowledged the audience first before doing my notes on the thing, so I did that, and yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like that we have like an energy that matches. They're like, hey, oh, hey, here we are. Great, we walked in, we weren't too overbearing, and we create a vibe. Love it.
As you just heard, and I ordered the same thing from my bartender that I order from my barber. Just give me the Shirley Temple. Yep.
Yeah, the one thing that we were talking about, he just saw Maria Bamford's special and her like using the whole stage of physicality. That's such a whimsical joke for us to have like sidearm just like dead and down. Yeah. Where it's like I'll take a Shirley Temple. As far as like maybe adding physical elements to the joke. Your thoughts?
Sure. I think as happens every single time, I'm a comedian that does not learn. When I'm nervous, when I'm thinking about like remembering the rest of the set, my physicality disappears a little bit because I'm very here. When I practice, when I've done it other times, I sometimes I snap for the Shirley Temple. I'll do something. Here, I naturally, because I'm like, hey, remember the next joke, line it up in your head, and then less is left in my brain for.
Like right now.
And I'm done. That was all my thoughts. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. I think like we could have curtsied, we could have done anything. Yeah, this is something I do when I look at people that have like hour-long specials. I'll just do like this. Just watch like okay, middle of stage, arms generally, elbows in. Mm-hmm. Middle of stage, elbows generally in. Mm-hmm. Middle of stage, we moved a little. Okay, we have a little bit of stage picture. I think this is when we walk forward. Okay, elbows in. Middle stage, elbows kind of in. Middle stage, elbows kind of in. Middle stage, elbows kind of in. Middle stage, elbows kind of. This is 10 minutes that we've just rapidly. So not terrible, but like we haven't used the full. The dramaturgical tricks available to us.
Consistent.
I mean, true as far as making expectations in the audience. Yeah. Oh, the diddler's saying anal. I mean, no, thank you, sir. Shouldn't you be behind some bars right now?
My name is Gregory Lotsvin, as you just heard, and I ordered the same thing from my bartender that I order from my barber. Just give me the Shirley Temple. Yep. I'm a little weird. I'm a little bit strange. Some people, I make them uncomfortable. I like your nostrils. I just want to be clear. I want to be.
Oh, I mean, I could have used more of those.
More of that?
I like your nostrils. Very, very deep, sir.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice earlobe. Just the right one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, your thoughts on if one... I could also see that, like, just hit it once and move on. But your thoughts as far as where we're at with that joke.
I'm with you. I think I could have used a little more. I don't want to go too deep, no pun intended or whatever on the nostrils, but yeah, I think it could have done more because it did seem to play well, and then I just jump away from it. So.
Oh yeah, especially given the feedback from the audience. Yeah, I do like yes. The audience was sort of like maybe I could see us moving on real fast, but I do like I like your nostrils. I love your nostrils more. Love your nostrils most. As far as staying in the same weird thing. Oh yeah, 100% Snuggle-Gittens.
Clear about this up front. I am not autistic. Some people are, and that's totally cool. All of our parents did Tylenol in their youth. Dropping tea, they called it, riding the tea train. That is not me though. I am just old school, socially awkward. I am classically trained. I like to say. Thank you. It's
okay. How anything? Yeah. I don't want you. I can feel you being like, anyway, it's not that bad. But anyway, your thoughts.
I go into my, I don't know. I think it's okay that I'm kind of talking for a little bit, but I go into my because I think something didn't get a laugh that I expect. Or like I'm classically trained, didn't get a laugh, so I was like, and that's when I went into my and I think I lose some steam or some. whatever aura, as the kids say.
yeah, definitely not us as the kids. I feel like going into the classically trained bit, we're clipping on a little bit too fast. We're not really checking in on the audience in between a lot of these jokes, and so they're getting used to like, oh, you're just talking at us more so that they don't know when they need to be checked in and when they need to sort of like when they're expected to make noise. Because like, wow, at least in my opinion, like watch this, watch.
All of our parents did Tylenol in their youth.
You see how your eyes are sort of like, I'm moving on to next thing instead of like all our parents did Tylenol in their youth. How do we feel? Like, we don't have to say how do we feel about this, but sort of eyes are like, yes, I just did that. Yes, we're celebrating that joke. We're sort of moving on past the jokes, so the audience is getting used to, oh, okay, it's just a hit it and go sort of energy.
Yeah, the whole first like maybe minute or two is me just like being like, be okay. That's why I'm like scanning. I'm doing like comedian like movement of like scan audience, tell joke, scan audience, tell joke, and that's where that's.
Yeah.
Dropping T, they called it, riding the T train. That is
even that like dropping T, riding the T train. Yeah. Usually head hurts after drugs, but now I don't know. Like we could also, I think like there's maybe more, but because it's so much like pop and down.
that is not me though. I am just old school, socially awkward. I am classically trained, I like to say. Thank you. It's not that I'm like terrible at socializing, but I do get pretty psyched if I have a good social interaction, you know? It's just the problem is that I will get psyched during that social interaction. Like a while ago, I met this doctor and I asked him like what made him passionate about the field of medicine he chose. And that's good chit chat. That is officially good chit chat. And he lit up when he answered me. He was so excited about it, and I was like, wow, I am more charming than I thought. I have charisma. I am making a new friend. And while I was patting myself on the back for being a conversationalist, I did not hear a goddamn word that he said in his enthusiastic response. So all I could say when he was done speaking, and then that's your turn to speak, was cool. Do you have any hobbies this weekend? Thank you.
Okay, thoughts on the socially awkward sort of like doctor joke?
Yeah, there's a problem in it that I kind of knew going in. It's a lot of setup for what it ends up being. Yeah, that was my main thing.
Okay. I mean, look, one of the things that I think makes it feel even more like setup is we're saying a lot of things and we're saying it in neutral tone, and our tone isn't necessarily saying, so I don't necessarily know how you feel intrinsically about the component pieces of this, which if you could take us on a journey, like, I thought I was such a good conversationalist, woohoo, oh yeah, good job, Greg. Like, it doesn't have to be this clownish, but we were a little bit sort of like when I was celebrating, I was, hey, good job, Greg. And when I was sad, I was like, oh, no. And so our sort of like variance of what our emotional, how we're saying the words is very constrained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I follow that. No, I concur.
Yeah. And I feel like there's, there are, if we feel like it's over expositional, my go-to is always to try to find those tentpole moments in the middle of it, of like, oh yeah, good job, Greg, yes, we won't be alone forever, yeah, like, build up the celebrating into a bit, and then maybe like, you fucking dumb hobbies, no, you lost your streak. I don't know if that instead of adding woos or more Williams style, yeah. Exactly, Snuggle Kittens, like having the feeling of the implied sentence in the sentence, so you don't have to go full quote Williams style of the audible vocalizations of the feelings. Thoughts on your end?
No, I agree. That's what I mean. Yeah, I do need to add some dynamic.
You will later. I think it's still maybe us like warming up into the crowd, or us being like, be okay.
Yeah, again, I'm not getting at the level of response that I want, and so I'm like, this may go badly. I don't know yet.
It's one of those things where it's like a double-edged sword, right? It's like, I'm a great conversational.
Tiger, yeah, that can work.
Yeah. If there's anyone I can imagine doing that big and performative, it's definitely Dana.
Basically what I try to do in every conversation is
Yeah, so I feel like it's I was gonna say this and I forgot. With regards to like, I'm not getting the amount of laughs that I want, so I'm plowing forward too fast. But by plowing forward too fast, you're cutting the time when you're telling the audience, hey, how do you feel about this? So it sort of is like a kind of feedback loop in a way, if that makes sense. Yeah. Versus like, okay, we didn't react that one, but okay, I still have confidence in the joke.
And you can tell that I'm nervous because I'm doing the double
death grip.
mic, the double death grip. Yeah.
Yeah. If you are blowing the mic, you are not doing. All I'm hearing is coming dressed as a tiger. I dare you, Dana.
It's Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Basically, what I try to do in every conversation is avoid the sentence I think we all try to avoid in a conversation. Do we know what that sentence is? That's crazy is a good one, but I was looking for, so have you seen any good shows? That's the official sign that a conversation is over. I take television very seriously, and without knowing what kind of...
So you're shaking, you're beating yourself up internally?
Yeah, I just hate this joke. Yeah.
Okay, geez. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, to put words to it, why? Because we didn't hate it enough to cut it.
Yeah, I feel because I think a joke belonged there, but I liked the concept of taking shows seriously, and then so when people ask for show recommendations, I actually like want to give them like a real one, but I can't because I don't know what they like, and I think there is something there, but that joke isn't really fully developed.
Sure.
Stuff you're into, I don't even know what to recommend. The thing is,
Oh, and then it's I see versus like though. Hey, which shows are you into? I'm into so many shows. I'm into this. I'm into that. I'm into that. I don't really watch TV. As far as like one way that we could grow the joke is to show your excitement of TV and your go-to that like sort of clashes into a wall of social anxiety. Could have had a pause before. I take television. What do you mean, Dana? Let's look.
Sign that a conversation is over. I take television very seriously, and without...
The sign of conversation's over. I take television very seriously.
Yeah. As far as like one giant...
that's a new thought. That really is a new thought.
That's a good point as far as helping the audience chunk ideas for us so that we can make it more understandable instead of... how's the weather? Play Jeopardy with the audience. What is? Oh, I like that, Sir Vic. As far as like, we could play more with the game of what the phrase is, because like Shun in the back was like, "That's crazy. How's the weather?" I wouldn't necessarily assume what shows you're watching is the go-to like epitome question for everyone, and so we could play in that moment of the joke more if you're not ready to explode the whole joke.
Yeah.
These are all ways that conversation dies. My favorite one, and then we can go into TV.
Knowing what kind of stuff you're into, I don't even know what to recommend. The thing is, I have been learning in my...
All that being said, like, okay, audience who's watching, you see how much he's beating himself up now. I'm sure he was beating himself up just as much on stage. But to be fair, it doesn't seem like you're beating yourself that much up on stage.
It's all up here, baby.
Yeah, but luckily we kept it caged. You know what I'm saying? So we seem.
I mean, that's when all the uhs and ums and like paused facial expression, but that's like a silly facial expression on stage. Inside is like, you fool.
Yeah, that's the beast like coming out of the cage, and you going as you shove it back in. 100%.
Also on stage.
Journey away from social awkwardness. You might disagree. I've been learning that small talk is actually...
You might disagree. As far as like we could have... Hey, Snuggle Kitten resubscribing with Prime. Hey, thank you. One of the real ones. One of the OGs. One of the Laughter Party comedians. Snuggle Kittens, if you want funny comedy or pole dancing, check out Snuggle Kittens on Instagram. Do it now. No. Thank you, Dana.
Small talk is actually super important. And it's not because small talk is interesting, it's because small talk is like, it's a stability test. Like if you walk up to a bridge, like a footbridge, you want to give it a little one of these. Small talk is the same thing. Small talk, you're like, hey, nice weather.
Great, love this joke. Love this joke. We're using physicality, we're using stage picture.
Yeah, it's been pretty warm lately. Yeah, it has been pretty warm lately. I might go camping. Yeah, the global is controlling the weather. Oh, shit. Thank you. It's a stability.
Here's the thing. Did you like the audience's reaction to that joke?
I did.
Because it seems like we're still like, thank you.
Yeah, that's why I made a face. I'm like, I don't know why I gave it that thank you. I think that was a relief. Thank you. Like, okay, finally, we're on board.
Sure.
Yeah.
Test. You gotta check it out a little bit.
Maybe it's just me always wanting to go further, but I could have used another one of those. Yeah. And thank you to Twan. Hey, welcome to the stream, the darling of the stream, our best gal, Jatwan. I could have used another little conversation that fake and like it growing like, how's your nostril? Whoa, get the hell out of here. Even something that references something that we've done. Or we use the phrase like, what shows are you watching? Because we've introduced that as a thing.
Yeah, all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, William always wants to go all the way, but no one will let me. Hey, where's
and then never stops him.
Yeah, where is the Diddy in the audience? Where's that guy when he needed to go all the way? You guys look like you're sharing a piano moment. Hey, you ain't lying.
We should type at the same time.
Oh yeah, double keyboard. 100%.
Like hackers.
Yeah. Because that's how hacking works, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. It's two people, one keyboard, and one.
I've seen that video.
And one pentagon. Yeah.
I was chatting with someone not super stable recently. Someone came up to me. Yeah, New York, right?
Yeah, so that's a big toy that the audience made you play with it. But in the written, were you playing with the idea that, or was it just a passerby, this idea that I'm talking to someone super unstable?
No, I just needed to move on to the next bit, so that was my transition. I didn't know the audience was gonna really enjoy that much. That's why I ad-libbed New York, right?
But so were you planning to do that transition, or is that just something that you did to bridge?
No, I planned that transition.
Oh, okay, yeah. But we didn't plan any follow-ups to the very big information drop of I was talking to someone unstable, which is a very big thing to say out of and into the void with no.
I thought that the follow-up bit demonstrated their instability, but I guess not.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, I could be jumping the gun.
I was chatting with someone not super stable recently. Someone came up to me. Yeah, New York, right? Someone came up to me and they were like, "Hey, I'd like to talk to you about Jesus." And okay, so I've been told that before, and I was excited at first because I thought they want to gossip, but they only want to talk about the good stuff about Jesus.
Okay, yeah, I do think if the audience hadn't interrupted, we basically would have gotten to the qualifying why that we are labeling them as crazy. So kusi kumsa. If you wanted to, we just did talk about anytime there's something awkward with regards to a conversation, it's this big bridge moment. So I want to talk about Jesus. Get me off this bridge! Oh, how did I get so far in? We could have continued the sort of the bit from the previous bit, metaphysically give it a contextualization. I don't know. Thoughts on your end as far as the revealing the emotion to how we felt about them wanting to talk about Jesus?
I still think that the bring up Jesus is enough if there was a back-to-back.
Sure. No. Okay. As far as I do think the talk about Jesus is enough to qualify the talk to someone crazy.
Yeah.
But then the after talk about Jesus with regards to how we should feel about that, how you are signaling we should feel about that in the follow through moment with regards to get me off this bridge, because we did just say that is the metaphor for what an awkward conversation is, etc., or some other similar. Hey, this is how strongly we should feel about that. This is the start.
That would have been a good moment to bring back the bridge.
You could call back other comedians with the idea of gossiping, with regards to Dana. Do you mean gossiping about the other comedians? Or how exactly do you mean that? And I do like that. I ain't lying. I mean, I like Christmas. I'll talk about Jesus. Sure, yeah. Or the bridge is falling apart. Oh, we need more infrastructure dollars. Yeah. If we wanted to extend our metaphor.
I think he's the only person that applies to. Because if I was like, hey, I want to talk to you about Susan. You'd be like, oh my God, what the fuck did she do?
Great, we're starting to warm up. We're starting to laugh more. Our hand is being a little bit more expressive.
That is literally what
as we sense some blood in the water. Thoughts on your end as I play with Jatwan?
No, that's correct. I mean, people really like that I reference a comedian in the room, and it made clear the point I'm making, and they start laughing. So. So yeah, when they start laughing for real at stuff I've written, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, this might be okay.
Yeah. I might belong here.
How far in the set are we?
Yeah, we are 3 minutes in. 4 minutes in.
Yeah. Okay. So now 4 minutes in, they're into it.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Jumpin' John. If there's anything to do on the bridge, I hope it's not jump, but welcome to the stream, Jumpin' John. Yeah, and I do like Jatuan's pitch. I don't know if we caught it via. Let's talk about Jesus. He always has a comeback. Oh, yeah. It's a great I get it moment. Yeah. Thanks, Desmond. 100%. And anything else on the us starting to become ourselves more as we sense blood in the water?
No, I just wish this was the demeanor from the beginning.
Oh, that's the thing is like I don't feel like you've ever gone on stage without the audience being like, oh, hey, Greg, he's like an affable guy. But sometimes your perception of your stand-up is like, trust me, as far as not giving grace to themselves. Hey, right here, number one. But how about this? You assume my grace, I'll assume your grace, and we'll both get to this moment a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Greg was also early in the lineup. Oh, true. I mean, true. To be fair, true, Dana. As far as like, we hadn't necessarily seen a lot of blood in the water for the show as a whole, as far as the big moments.
That's true, but in this case, I can't take that because Susie went up before me, and Susie always gets the vibes like positive. Like I went up to a crowd that was like hyped. I can't. Sure. This was not. It was early in the lineup, but the crowd was like if you give us something to laugh at, we will laugh at it.
True.
But like you have to do that on your end. Yeah.
True. Fair.
Yeah.
It didn't work, Dana. Try more tactics.
No, I don't know. I think I have a very realistic view.
Sure.
That's fine.
Not so with Jesus. I think that I want to talk to you about Jesus. It sounds like you're starting an intervention. You're concerned about him. Like, listen, I want to talk to you about Jesus. You know that water into wine thing? He's doing that every night. It's too much.
Yeah, you could, I mean, like, this is more William style than you style, but you know that water into wine thing? He's doing it like you could be showing us more with moments in between the lines as you build suspense about what the line's going to be, so we have more expectations if you want.
Yeah. No, I'm with it.
He's turning salt into cocaine.
Even that, he's turning salt into cocaine is a very silly big line. He's turning salt into cocaine. No expression on your face indicating how we should. Like, is that like, he's turning salt into cocaine, I want to be at that party. Not saying that, but like with your face. Or like, he's turning salt into cocaine, we should be even more worried. He's taking baths every night. Wait, what, Jatuan? I don't get that one with regards to
baptizing?
Jesus. Oh, is that where we're going? Water into wine. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know that water into wine thing? Oh, no, he's overdoing it. Oh. Like, yeah, we could also do physical information. I don't hate that, Dana. It's like another, I think it might be too clownish for your style.
I think there's a way in which to do it without me going overly silly. Yeah. And I ain't lying. I people pay me to stay off stage.
Don't do that. Oh, water into wine. He's taking baths. That's how much water he's turning into wine. Oh. And yeah, I actual weeds into weed. Oh, I like that as far as like if we're going to be making the this into that and making up some of our own. That's not salt. That's cocaine. That's not weeds. That's just weed. Yeah. Also, with regards to I Ain't Lying, do you pay other comedians to switch positions? I've had to do the laughter party lineup by random shot because a lot of people get, especially if they are first, a lot of the newer comedians are like, and they will try to trade to a more comfortable comedian's like, okay, yeah, I'll fall on the bullet for you. Is there a spot in the lineup that you prefer? And like everyone has their own sort of.
No, not really. I prefer not to go first, but yeah, it's also interesting because sometimes it depends on your style versus the style of the person immediately before you. Because sometimes I think it can be interesting to have someone of a completely different style, like a much slower person. As I mentioned, I do like going after Susie because she like, I don't know, she's got this like positive energy that gets the audience kind of upbeat, and I'm like medium to upbeat, and that works.
Yeah. Okay. Via, why do you prefer not to go first? Well, Desmond, in the comedy community, it's literally regarded as going bullet because you are taking the bullet for everyone else. You don't know what the audience's sensibilities are. Do they like sexual jokes? Do they like political jokes? Are they antagonistic crowd? Are they open-hearted? Usually whoever goes first finds it out the hard way, and then the rest of the comedians can benefit just not behind Susan. I don't know. I don't care if I'm in front of her, but hey, and then there was a pitch, I think, from Krill, which was, that's why they took him out. He was flooding the market, as far as like wine jokes. As far as like, we got to take out Jesus. He's flooding the wine market. Literally, he turned a whole flood into wine. You're like, yeah. I can be clever too. First is scary, but also I only ever pulled first when I had way too big of a song and dance. Oh, yeah, that is true as well, as far as like the cocaine market. Now, you know, market. We get to use the flood joke in a fun way if it's wine market. Okay. Anything else before we go back to the footage? How you feeling, by the way, as co-pilot?
I'm okay. Oh, fine. Yeah,
Okay,
good
okay.
so far.
I was walking through a graveyard the other day when a bloke popped up out from the headstone. Morning, I said, no, taking a okay.
That's cute.
Okay,
I like that.
sure,
That's a fun
right.
joke.
Yeah, okay.
I get it.
Are we pitching that for that being Jesus, Brian?
I feel like that's just a joke
Yeah. Just a one-up.
in and of itself. Yeah.
He's turning cold medicine into meth. That one's not even a miracle. He's just cooking meth. We're all concerned about Jesus.
I mean, there's some for the Father, there's some for the Son, there's some for the whatever. Maybe that's too sacrilegious.
And whenever they came up to me with that, I always say, you know, just a polite no. Never enough. They're very enthusiastic, so they'll ask me again. And so what I'll say if they ask me again is, no, thank you, I'm Jewish. Yeah.
Someone in the audience. So here's what happened. Someone in the audience made a noise. So I said Jewish. Someone in the audience made a noise, and I was like, I can't tell if that's like a helpful noise or a booed type noise. So I was like, I was like, I'm not gonna address it. It wasn't a loud enough noise to address, but I noticed it. That's all.
I think also because I think I know exactly who it was and where they were, because the majority of the crowd shared your thing about like, we heard something, we don't know what it is. I do like that our feeling towards it was probably exactly how the audience felt.
Sure.
About like,
Okay.
no, we should move on.
Yeah,
So it was enough in this moment by itself.
Yeah, and in retrospect, I know who it was as well, and it was like a yay kind of noise, but like
Yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could make it out.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, after I say that, every time they're like, oh, okay, well, have a good one. And that hurts. It hurt, like, first of all, like I would like my soul saved, maybe. And
Oh, why the maybe? I would like my soul saved. What? I don't got a soul worth saving.
Yeah. That's just like a misphrasing. That's the sentiment. That's the sentiment I was going for. Of like, oh, so like I'm not worthy of saving my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my soul just as good as yours.
Yeah.
I got a little dust on it, but hey, or whatever. Yeah. Turn Celsius into Four Loko. Honestly, chat, I'm sure we could go crazy with it. Turn this into that. So if you have more, shout it out with regards to things that Jesus transformed. Yeah, you can even make it personal. Like, he turned me into a this to a that. Et cetera, et cetera.
second of all, it gives me the same kind of vibe as like if a man hits on a woman and he doesn't take no for an answer, but if she says she has a boyfriend, then that works. I feel like I'm out here being like, oh, I've already got a God, thank you. He is all powerful and he's very jealous. No, like he is famously jealous.
Yeah, one second. Very silly joke, very, very good, very fun, exact analogy to a situation. And we're like, standing, dead hand dead.
Yeah.
As far as like, he's very strong, very jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you, baby, whatever. But yeah, we could be activating it more.
And I think again that's part of this connection of not readiness and my closeness to my notebook and I don't know.
Sure.
Again.
Yeah, he's got a real big Bible.
Yeah.
He's killed people before. You know. Yeah. I do like the idea of he's killed people before. Jesus once bought.
He killed people before. That's good.
Yeah, 2 tubs of acid and 5 grams of mushroom and still dosed 5,000 people. Oh, yeah. Twatson, as far as like changing classic parables into new like drug culture or other things. Yeah.
The commandment, he's very jealous.
He's also very controlling. He's got 10 rules and I gotta follow them. Oh my. Yeah. Once again, I think the overbearing boyfriend thing, we could go way deep. Yeah. My God would be jealous if I knew I was talking to you. Yeah. All of these things. I'm sure there's deeper we can go into this. Oh, how did we meet?
Oh yeah, he turned my last whatever into a pillar of salt, and then salt cocaine. Yeah, there's room.
That's kind of his thing.
Okay, yeah. How do we feel about this transition?
Listen, no hablo inglés.
And then we run.
Sorry, I had another thought, and I wrote it down, and then I came here to tell you what that thought was. Oh, no, that wasn't that thought.
Okay, I like the pivot. What are your opinions?
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing as well as I can considering I'm looking at my goddamn notes like a fool.
It happens.
Oh my gosh, yes, of course. I was recently in Portugal because my algorithm told me to go. It was a good call, and naturally.
I don't listen to God, but I do listen to my algorithm.
That's good. Yeah, that could have used a little more. And I feel like I should have stopped with. I was in Portugal. I hate. I think people want to clap for like I was somewhere like yay travel, yay place. So I think I kind of rushed through that, but. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because I was in Portugal, I met so many Australians. Wherever you go in the world, you will meet Australians. They have so much vacation. You all know. The average American gets 2 weeks of vacation per year. The average Australian gets 12 months of vacation. And I talked to them about it, despite the language barrier. And they explained to me basically to get to anywhere in Europe, anywhere in the United States, it takes them 24 hours to travel. So to make it worth it, they have to take super long vacations. That's why whenever you meet an Australian, they're always coming from somewhere, going to somewhere. Doing that, all right? All right? 2 weeks ago, I was in Greece, and then I went to the Croatia, and then I went back to Greece, and now I'm here. Next week, I'm going to go to Rome. How's Australia? I don't know.
Never been.
I'm convinced that if you go to Australia, there's nobody there. It's just the Sydney Opera House with a to lunch sign. And no, I like.
Okay, great. And just because chat is pausing such good jokes to pitch. Yeah. Jesus didn't raise Lazarus. He just Narcaned him.
I like that.
100%.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you an extra point because I got the that's good.
Yeah, that's.
Jesus didn't have a disciple. He had a posse, a gang. Yeah, I also enjoy the accent.
I'm going to remember that one and pretend I came up with it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah, I ain't lying. The one thing is I let me give you my God's number. He'll answer the call. Is that he'll answer the call like a spiritual call? I guess in my mind, I'm like, what is God's number? Is it Alpha, Omega? That's the one thing that I'm like, what would God's phone number be?
69. Yeah, comedian.
You can make it work. And would you want to?
If you earn enough, with good jokes, you could do one
Yeah.
The Australians I met, I'm going to visit them, but I'm a little paranoid about it because, what if I need something when I'm there? What if I have to go to, a doctor? I don't want to go to a doctor to, a dentist who just got back from vacation.
Yeah, did we just flub it because it was always going to be dentist?
It was going to be dentist. I didn't. Yeah, I was and now I have to explain more. Not just a doctor, a dentist. Not just a dentist.
I know some people don't think dentists are doctors, but me, I definitely consider end of sighting.
Yeah, that whole thing was meant to be. What if I need a dentist? That's it. Not 3 sentences. Yeah.
All right. Now, don't.
Also, Australians' physicality is very.
Tell me which one's.
Greg's. I mean, we're doing now a little bit maybe a sink in, but all right, hey, how we doing? Whatever. Oh, I'm picking my teeth with my knife. Whatever.
The tooth.
As watching this, I need a third reason to do an Australian accent because both times I start with "all right," so I'm just this is indicating I'm Australian. All right.
Oh, that could be fun. Is whenever if you did a longer set with more accents, it's just always "all right" in the beginning.
Oh, that'd be. Yeah.
Oh, there are no people in Australia, but they do have spiders that eat birds. I wonder where those people went. The spiders eat birds. I bet you they also eat people. Is that the implication? Yeah. Margot Robbie is the reason for the all right. Margot Robbie is the reason for what? Snuggle.
Reason for me. I'm a fan. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, you heard it, Margot. If you watch on the stream, he's a fan.
Yes.
Me, meh. Oh, for a third Australian accent. Oh. Okay, yeah. What? Any hot takes on Margot Robbie?
By the way, you ever seen Margot Robbie?
Oh, right. I mean, if she had the same Australian, like, traditional, like, Crocodile Dundee-ish voice, that would be fun. Like,
that's not boobs. These are boobs.
Yeah.
I was. I'm sorry, Australians. I was in Portugal. It was a very beautiful country. I highly recommend it. But it reminded me, being in a country where they don't speak English always reminds me that.
We are blazing with our talk speed all of a sudden. This is clearly a bunch of exposition. I'm going to get through this. I don't even care about this. She has such huge teeth, probably because those Australian dentists.
In places where they don't speak English, they love to passive-aggressively brag about the fact that their language is more impressive than English. They like to show off words that, like, they have that we don't have an exact definition for. I learned this word saudade, right? And they're like, it's like when you miss someone so you're sad.
I almost wanted you to say all right. All right, like when you meet someone.
But then, but you're happy that you miss someone, but you're sad that you miss them, but you're happy to be sad. There is no direct translation. That was Jamaican for a second. Welcome to Portugal. No, it's
great. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I wish that I got the accent right.
Oh, I mean, I didn't even like that we got it wrong.
I think it was still fun. The idea was still carried across of like, and they laughed at the right part of like, foreigners are like excited to say, "There's no translation." Like, we're happy about that. Yeah.
For my money, I don't know if we could have like, you're sad, but you're happy that you're sad, but you're sad that you're happy that you're sad, but the sadness, it makes you happy at how sad you are. I don't know if we maybe could have milked a little bit.
That was the idea, was to take it in that way, and it didn't quite. Yeah, but yes.
It's this attitude of like, our language is a beautiful tapestry woven together with sound.
What? This is nothing like the other accent you just did.
No, because I don't know how to do a Portuguese accent, so I'm doing everything I can think of that's like, I am foreign.
Oh, we do have a word for that. It's cuck. I don't know if that's Greg's style, but that is funny. That it's like, you're happy that you're sad, but you're sad that you're happy. Yeah, you could go there.
I'll just stop the joke and be like, cuck. Anyway, back to my act.
You point at someone and you go, cuck.
And English is made of Legos. I try to think of words like that we have in English that are beautiful for us and not for anyone else.
Oh, you could do that. Yeah. Do the Portuguese accent. Just go, all right. I only got one accent. All right.
That would have been funny. I'm Portuguese.
Yeah. I've been here so long. I'm more Portuguese than Australian. Yeah.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny. Yep.
Yeah, true. That would have been fun. It would have been very funny. That would have been so funny.
Oh my! But I did something else.
That doesn't work. You can't be like, qu'est-ce que c'est vibes? No atmosphere. Vibes is vibes. It's not. It doesn't have the same kind of ring to it. And I wrote more.
It doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi. We could have been dropping other phrases in here that are like while we're in like the other je ne sais quoi. It's not exactly like there's no like I might be milking too much, but
I think that would work exactly there.
Yeah.
Down to tell you, and I won't. I will tell it to you. This has been I'm just double checking. I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, that's the truth. Yep. Okay. This has been a pretty big year for me. I have lost about 45 pounds this year. Thank you. That's my favorite part of that joke. It is true though. I have, and people ask me like, how did you do it?
Wait, you needed the book to remember that?
Well, I didn't know what was next.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm changing like topics now, but I forget what the next topic is. Sure. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm not starving. It's okay. And I've lost the weight, and now people are like, oh, so like you can have a little bit of dessert. Like, no, you can have a little bit of dessert. I still have to go with chicken and salads for portion control.
I think it's just just sad because they're like, oh, you don't get to have dessert.
Yep.
Oh.
It's not finished.
Oh. Yeah, just like my weight loss journey. I don't know. I think there's like you can have a little bit of dessert.
Yeah.
I will have if I have a little bit of dessert. I will I think we could have like done like an extreme lie that maybe make the audience feel silly about it instead of like, oh, woe is Greg that he can't have a little bit of dessert.
Yeah.
Be quiet, voice inside my head. I mean, definitely Krillin, but at what point? Just all the time? At what specific point are we dropping that line?
Hate that I have to know all this stuff about food. I count calories, I count sodium, I count sugar, I count fiber. I know so much.
Oh, there could have been something. Like I count strawberries. I count I don't know, like something like I count.
Yeah,
I count.
I think that's funny. Like
Yeah. For the you can be quiet voice inside my head. Oh, for the little you can have a little bit of dessert. Be quiet voice. No. Then that you'll take me. You can have a lot of bit of dessert. No, I know you voice. You better stop. You can have all the dessert. Oh, voice, you're not. Yeah. We can maybe make it silly. Yeah. You can have dessert. I can have approximately 0.02 ounces of. That still might make people feel. People feel. If you're going into I count it, like you can have a little bit of dessert, and I know that is exactly 0.02 grams, which is 100 calorie serving, which is all that my whatever raccoon tracking app. Yeah. We can maybe go that route because that's what we're talking about. Yeah. You can wait. You can have a little bit of dessert. I'm moving to Australia. Is that the?
I feel like that's referencing back to the previous bit.
About food now that I don't want to know. The only information I had about food previously was like whether it was here. Like, hey, what can you tell me about the burger? It's not here. It's going to be here and then it's going to be gone. And that's my happiness parabola. And
a little sad into an That's my happiness parabola. The only time I have a little bit of joy in my life is when that bird, and I only have chicken now. Yeah. Oh no.
Anybody else sad?
Yeah. Oh, followed by an Ozempic chaser.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but I don't know. I feel like he's gained too much muscle to feel like unless Ozempic was the.
I don't want to bring up. No. I don't want to bring up Ozempic for that reason. Because there was no Ozempic or whatever. It was just me being sad.
Yeah, it's all steroids. The old-fashioned way.
In my 40s, I'll get there.
Like, I think, I don't want to speak for all fat people. I would consider myself having been fat, and I don't want to speak for all fat people, but they said that I could.
And one of them said, hey.
That might be too much. Like,
it's too much.
I like that.
It's too much. But you have to say one of them instead of like trying to generalize. But another one said Hercules. Yeah, you can just go by like a famous solo quotes of
Some part of me thought that like losing weight would fix all of my problems. I thought like, I'm gonna go to like the thin people parties, make out, eat celery, whatever y'all do. And my therapist warned me. She was like, hey, like.
Oh, it could have even been like turn some salt into cocaine. So I was like, because Jesus traditionally is skinny. It might be too much. They wheezed that I could. Oh, I mean, like, that's I mean, like, it's dangerous just wrong. Yeah. If he was still bigger, he could get away with it. But, like, I think you're in the territory where, like, people start taking umbrage. Yeah.
No matter how much weight you lose, no matter how much money you earn, like, you still have to deal with yourself. And I was like, wow. You sound jealous. No, she was right.
Oh, okay. There could be a little bit more. You sound jealous. Look, it's just determination and no dessert. And then pivot. I feel like we could have gotten more juice out of the silly part before we pivoted out. Your thoughts?
No, I concur. I think it was very abrupt. And I changed. So I felt too uncomfortable saying you. So the original punchline was you sound fat and poor.
Oh, yeah, too much.
So that was it did get laughs. Yeah, because it was so aggressive out of nowhere.
For the right crowd, yeah. I do agree. Like, it is a win more joke. Like some crowds 100% will like that more, but you are more likely to get the one like from the crowd. Yeah.
So and I just as a person I felt too like I've never. You don't say that to people.
Yeah.
So I just felt weird being that person. So I was like, you sound jealous. And that seemed to, that's fine.
Yeah.
The spirit carried.
Yeah.
It's also been a pretty big. How much time do I have?
I should just.
That's now. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think what you said was
Less now. Yeah.
I thought you said that's now.
Oh,
and
I mean, technically you're at 11:30, so technically you're a minute and a half.
Yeah,
over.
but then other people did way more time. It's fine.
And Gregory.
Yeah.
Lotsvin, have a great night.
How do we feel about our exit runoff of the stage?
I mean, it was terrible because I already felt bad. I was like, oh no, I'm taking people's time because I'm going over. I don't know. So that's why I was like rushed out.
Sure. You want to give a few thoughts while I just turn off the beep booping from my dryer?
Yes. That was my set, and you watched it. And what happened in front of you moments ago was the set that I did that you watched. Thank you so much.
So if you could do it again, like what would you change?
Yeah,
Are there jokes that maybe you like or you wanted to add or you wouldn't do or you do it a different way?
So I wanted to do. I really like my I had my first crush joke, which had been the closer.
Yeah.
And then I had a part 2 closer. I would have had I had a crush. I would have done that whole bit, and then I would have ended with dategregnow.com, and then I had a second tier to that just for laughter party, which is keepdatinggreg.com, which does not exist yet, but it doesn't matter. So that's where I would have gone. And also, like, again, if I had been better prepared, if I had actually memorized those jokes and worked them out a little bit more, my complaint about myself all the time, a little too sloppy. I knew the times where there was like not enough joke to carry, where there was like, hey, I need to keep saying some words to get to the next thing without punchlines in between. And I think I would have been much more like physical if I didn't feel to be like next to my little safety blanket notebook. So those are the criticisms. I think some of the jokes were pretty strong, and so that kind of carried the set. But my own whatever for myself is always like, you need to be more prepared. Like,
I feel like a lot of it was carried by the halo of the jokes that felt more fully baked. Like the bridge joke was like a great analogy. The audience understands it. It's universal, zoomer to boomer, and it's a fun analogy. Similar with like the Australian. There's no Australians there. Like it doesn't matter, zoomer to boomer. We get it. We get to do a fun accent. But like and then we're sort of like a more rambly, less performative person in between, but we have a bunch of big tent poles that the audience is like, okay, well, let's wait for the next big tent pole. Hell yeah. Yeah. But he couldn't. My mom's hands were in his mouth. He couldn't. My mom's hands were in his mouth. He couldn't. My mom's hands.
I don't know.
He couldn't. My mom's hands were in his mouth. Explain, Dana. Explain further. His mom, my mom, their mom. That's what he said. Oh, that's what he said. Yeah, but he couldn't. My mom's hands are in his mouth. That's too long. Oh. Did I go long? Dana was asking if she went even longer. I don't think Greg would be calling you out on stream for that.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it was like, I think everybody went a little long.
Yeah.
Including me, apparently.
Yeah,
I was overlooked.
Yeah, except for me on my own show.
No, Rania went under.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts, comments, things that we talked about as far as like if this becomes secondary, people watching maybe after the fact?
Sure. Do good at preparing and be funny.
Yeah. Be funny. Don't not be funny.
Yeah.
Trust that you are funny.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, and if you're still watching, give us a like, comment, subscribe wherever you are. Hey, give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, hey, throw us a follow. Instagram, I think you can also like the live video. Hey, give us that. What if you're not funny? Then you did wrong. Then you dumb.
Yeah.
Then you sound jealous.
Yeah.